Alright, hey YouTube. I was doing some cleaning and organizing and thought I'd do a quick video on my bailout bag. This is all the contents from it right here on my floor. And there's the bag itself. So we'll start over here with the bag. The bag itself is a 511 Rush 24. I've had it for years and it's been all over the world with me. And I love it. This thing is tough and just takes a beating and does not give a crap. Comes back every single time with no issues. I've overfilled it more times than I care to count. Just for a little bit of reference, when I was in school, took this on a trip to Costa Rica, and this bag right here had to hold all of my stuff for the entire week that we were there. So clothes, shoes, if I need to change shoes, hygiene stuff, everything had to fit into this bag. And a little bit more reference on that, at the time, I was way more overweight than I am right now. I stood at 6'3", weighed in at 360 pounds. Have a size 14 to 15 foot, and at the time I had a 50-inch waist. So, give you a little bit of a perspective on how big my stuff was. And this thing, stuffed to the gills, way overstuffed, held up amazingly. So I fell in love with the bag with that, and then everything else I put it through on the day-to-day, it just takes it. I'm down some weight now, so that's a good thing, yay, but still a big boy. But on the side here, I have my little Leatherman pouch. I normally keep, or I used to keep my, sorry, I blinked on the name, the Leatherman mutt in here. But it got broken, needs to be sent off for some repair, so this is right now sitting empty because my other Leathermans and multi-tools are all in different kits. Yeah, realized I didn't have quite as many as I thought I did. But anyways, on the front I have glove retainers right here. I don't really use them, it's just something extra I had, so I threw it there. Sharpies for quick access, nice little morale patch. And this right here, I love these things right here. I usually don't wear hoodies or jackets or anything like that. But if I bring a spare, I like to have a place to put it, so I have that. I can wrap hoodie, jacket, or I do wear a lot of overshirts like plaid or whatever. So I can strap all that right there if I need to. Works out great. These little Grimlocks are also amazing. Love them. Super handy for lashing stuff to the bag and all that kind of stuff. And then this right here, this little hairband, something I picked up when I was working as a painter and had to wear a respirator, and I have a pretty large beard, so I use that to put all the beard hairs together, help keep it a little bit neater, get a better seal with the respirator. It's not a perfect seal, obviously, but it definitely works. So one thing I didn't take off of the bag that I wanted to show y'all was this here. Last time I showed this bag, I got a lot of flack and hate over this, but I really don't care. It works for me in my life, so it's on here. So I got a couple of padlocks on here, combination, and then keys for them, along with keys to some other stuff, and a can opener, as well as a little bottle opener because it was an extra, so I threw it in there. And then I have a face shield for CPR, sorry. But yeah, so that's the bag. Nothing super special, works really well. I will say, when you're looking at bags, you definitely get what you pay for with them, so make sure you buy something quality. I used to use a Condor, oh, I forgot what it was called, something Assault Pack, one of their smaller ones, and it was pretty good. It held up decently well, but it did start to fall apart on me just before I got this one, and I use this one, and I've had no issues, even though there is some. I'll show you real quick before we move on. Oh, sorry about that. Right there you can see some fraying in the shoulder, but that's as far as it goes. Anyways, back to this stuff. So going forward, everything you're about to see right now came out of the main compartment and the organization within there. So the first stuff up is some of the hygiene equipment I keep with me. Deodorant, deodorizing spray as well. When you can't shower, might be important. Help you feel a little bit more human and not so disgusting. A little bandana, same kind of thing. Help you wipe off, dry off, whatever. This actually, yeah, lotion. This is a little bit of lotion, help keep your hands from drying out or getting ashy elbows or whatever you may have. Pick, because I have curly hair, and if it doesn't get cut, it turns into a rat's nest and needs to be maintained. Otherwise, it's just a pain in the ass. Razor, in case I need to shave. A little bit more lotion. And toilet paper. Definitely need toilet paper. I also keep, because again I have a beard, I keep a compact in here. Yeah, you can see me, yay. But I keep a compact in there for two reasons. It's a mirror, so it can be used for signaling. But it's also a mirror, so I can see my face and I can check for abrasions, cuts, scrapes, anything like that. It can be used to help find ticks. If I'm shaving, like I said before, it gives me the ability to make sure I'm actually shaving everything off that I wanted to. Then this right here, this is just a basic nail care kit. Hang on one second. I'm trying to do this without dropping y'all and holding the camera, because I use my phone, so I don't have a tripod or nothing. Yeah, so just a basic fingernail kit right here. Tweezers, all the basic little stuff, and then some hair tie stuff. And another thing about this kit is I often have people with me when I'm going somewhere, because this usually lives in my truck. When it's working, right now it's kind of giving me fits and I'm looking to get a new one. So yeah, anybody interested in buying a Suburban, let me know. But anyways, I keep that with me for more than just myself. A lot of this stuff is designed to also help support whoever is with me and make their time more comfortable. That's why, like in the lotion, you notice there's redundancy with that. I have a larger fingernail kit than I really need, but it's all its capabilities, and it's honestly it was free stuff that I didn't have to pay for. So yeah, it's bigger than it needs to be, but I'm not complaining because I didn't have to pay for it. Uh, then this is my knife for the bag. This is my Becker BK7. I love this thing. Great knife. You can see I kind of was thrashing on it a little bit. Just kind of playing with it, getting used to it when I first got it. This is a great knife. I will say I'm not a huge fan of these hard grips. They're not uncomfortable, but they're definitely not as comfortable as they could be. So whenever money permits, I do plan on upgrading to either the G10 or the micarta. Probably the micarta. I'm a little bit more partial to the fabric. But anywho, moving forward, at the bottom of that compartment, I always keep this. This is a life straw. Keep it in the original packaging just to help protect it a little bit. But that thing's great. Chem lights. Never know when you're going to need to light something up. Then there's this little pouch right here. This little Maxpedition. Used to be my trauma kit. Or my medical kit, sorry. And then that's done some upgrading over the years, and that's actually it right here. We'll go through that in a minute. But this is what I call my electronics kit. We live in a world heavily dependent on electronics in our day-to-day life, and for as long as possible, I'd like to keep some semblance of normalcy. So I have chargers here. Now, a lot of people just carry the charger or the connections for their device. Sorry. Like I said, this kit's designed to help support anybody who's with me. So I have everything from this iPhone charger to my Android charger, and even the old school Android chargers, which will help keep all my kit charged, all that kind of stuff. I even keep an aux cord in here. And this right here, this is an HDMI connection or adapter for my, is this the HDMI? Yeah, it's the HDMI for my Surface. So I keep all that stuff in there along with, see if I can get it to come out. Yeah, this battery bank as well. But like I said, this is also so I can support anybody who's with me and whatever the scenario is. So if I gotta ditch my car and we're walking back because it broke down, whatever, we're covered for a lot of different scenarios. This right here is an emergency bivy. Or no, sorry, this is the sleeping pad. Yeah, that's the sleeping pad. And then I have my Enos, the first Eno I ever bought and fell in love with them. Love this thing. This thing's been all over the world with me as well and holds up great, especially holding my big old butt up. Canteen cup. Enough said about that. Everybody knows what those are for. And if you don't, use your imagination. I have a spoon, some coffee, because I like my coffee, and when things are going rough, it's nice to be able to get a pot. Helps add some normalcy, like I said. Some tuna, just to have some calories in there. I just went through, that's why I'm doing this video. I was going through the kit, and I just tossed out a bunch of stuff that was expired or damaged or whatever. So I'm showing you as it is right now, and it'll probably be a year or so, but I'll do another video showing where it's at. But anyways, so this is the medical kit. Another face shield on the front end of it. Some trauma shears held in with some paracord. That's also holding the face shield in. And then on the back, I have my medical knife. The reason I call this a medical knife is right after I got this blade. This is a CRKT minimalist in their Warncliffe blade pattern. But right after I got that knife, a buddy of mine got a splinter. It's probably about that long and yeah, about that. No, about that round. Jabbed into his foot, and we couldn't just pull it out, so I had to use that to cut it away the skin to get it out. And it worked really well. It works really well for that kind of stuff when you're having to trim things away to get stuff out. And then here's the medical kit. Got all kinds of stuff because this is designed again to support me and my team, or me and my people for whatever's going on. I have a suture kit in here. This thing right here, that's a suture kit. I got it for steel, but anyways, a buddy of mine gave me this. This is a EpiPen. I don't have allergies where I need an EpiPen, but I have friends that do, so there it is. Medical tape. Another SWAT tee. I keep SWAT tee in my back pocket as well, just because it's easy to carry around. I am looking to upgrade. Again, money permitting, some eye wash stuff, some gloves, airways. Then behind that, you can see there's a crap, quick clot. Thank you, Christ, brain is not one to say the words when I want it to. Anyways. Moving on. This is a skivvies roll. If you don't know what a skivvies roll is, they're amazing. They're great for storing gear because inside of here I have, obviously there's socks, so that's what's on the outside. On the inside there's a t-shirt and a pair of underwear, so a pair of breeches. And that's great because that gives it all in one nice neat little pill. Let you keep going. This right here, again, I don't usually wear warm clothing because I run really, really hot. Friends and family can tell you some crazy stories of me being comfortable and it's 28 degrees and snowing and I have a t-shirt on. Yeah, anyways, or walking out barefoot into the snow and still not being cold, being out there for 30, 40 minutes. So anyways, I know myself, so I know I don't normally like to wear anything because I run hot. However, I do understand the importance of having it. And again, when people are with me, it's also nice to be able to give them this because they will get cold before I do. And then if I need to, I have other options as well that I keep in my vehicles, stuff like that I can augment with. And then, another pair of breeches, another pair of socks, because those are two things that you are going to want to change. Shemagh, love these things, super useful. Use them for whatever you can think of. A little bag, so if I wanted to set up a buddy with some of this kit, or if I found stuff I wanted to add, I can throw it in there and keep it separate. A spare t-shirt, because again, having changes of those things is very important. It's a lot easier, in my opinion, in my experience, to keep a pair of pants going than it is to keep underwear, socks, and t-shirts going. I rip that stuff a lot more often. Sorry, I got a text. Anyways, I also have this water bottle in here. The other ones that were in there were drunk, so they have to be replaced. Didn't remember, so yeah. But now all of this kit that you see here, going back. All of the clothes you saw, this stuff, everything but this was in the water bladder portion of that backpack. As far as the clothing and stuff like that. So the Shemagh, the bag, the hat, the socks by themselves, the shirt by themselves, and the underwear by themselves was all part of that the hydration bladder compartment. All of this other gear you're seeing here that we're about to go through is all either from the admin pouch or some of the external pouches that it has, or the sunglass compartment. So let's run through it real quick. So I have paracord for lashings, whatever. I love this little way of storing them. If y'all aren't familiar with it, let me know and I'll do a video the best of my ability. Like I said, I don't have a tripod for my camera because I use my phone. So I'll do my best to get somebody recorded or whatever and show y'all how to do these, because this is a great way to store any kind of cordage, but especially paracord. I call them donuts. My friends love them. These are fucking ridiculous. But anyways, great way to store it. Doesn't get knotted easily. Get what you need out when you need it. And have some more different colors stuff. Then I have this. This is it says on the top. See if we can read it. Yes. Nope. It's destroyed. But anyways, it's a bunch of little random things, including zipper pull attachments and buckles, stuff like that I can use to repair or makeshift things. And then my first pair of mechanics gloves. These gloves, again, like a lot of the kit you're seeing here, have been all over the world with me and beat to crap, and they just work. I love them. Comfortable. Not as thick as they once were, so that's why they're in the kit where it doesn't get used a whole lot, because they'll still work, but I have nicer ones now as well. Some Gafford's tape, because again, cordage, lashing. Tie down strap, because again, cordage, lashing. Can never have enough. And then I have some zip ties, because between zip ties and tape, you can probably fix the world. My U.S. passport as a form of identification. Yeah, there it is. I have this little light. This is one of those little Gerber kits from the military. So twist it all the way down, so on constant, back it up, and you can momentary. So not bad. All I do to keep it from turning on is back it up. So see that? You can push the button, no light. So good little light, not a ton of light, but great for working. Deck of playing cards, because I keep those in all of my kits, because you never know when you're gonna get bored. And my mom said you're never allowed to be bored, so they have a little boo-boo kit with different pills and stuff like that in there. Some eye drops, because you get an eye irritant. Allen keys, because you never know. Lighter, because of fire. Gotta eat, so always have utensils. These are CRKT eating tools. I love these little things. They're super handy, super useful, super tough. I do want to eventually get one of the extra large eating tools for this kit and then move these to some more compact kits. But I like these, and again, it's a design so I can use for me and a buddy, or me and one of my little sisters, or whatever. So I have extras of stuff in here. Shot glasses, because, you know, why not? They were around. It's also a good way to measure stuff because it's a consistent size. Carabiners, these go on the outside. Leatherman Raptor, these go on the outside as well, in this little pouch on the shoulder strap so that they're easily accessible when wearing the pack if needed. And then have to have tool maintenance, so a stone for sharpening. This was my grandfather's, so it's also got some sentimental value, but it allows me to keep my blades sharp and going. Yes, it's tiny. Yes, I can actually sharpen the big boy with it. It just takes more time and effort. And then we have these, and I'm trying to speed up a little bit because this video is going 16 minutes, and this is not as long as I wanted it to go. All right, here we go. I have two ponchos, one really cheap one kind of nicer one from the Fayetteville Dream Center, as you can tell. Great place, great people, doing great work here in Fayetteville. But anyways, those are from a lesson hard learned, where me and some friends were actually at a theme park when I was in school. It was a school trip with the rest of our college class and all that stuff, and we got caught in the rain and completely soaked. And I paid $20 for a poncho. Never again. Anyways, so this right here, just a wallet. Again, I have some IDs, some tape, and stuff like that in there. And as I get it, I put spare cash in there so that there's money as well on hand that doesn't require a card. Then I have a card reader. This is to work in conjunction with either my computer or somebody else's computer, and I'll do that later. And this SD card here that has some information on it. Some fire starting right here again. Bug spray. I'm not usually super affected by bugs, but again, if people are with me, or if I'm in an area, or it's summer in North Carolina when the bugs can get really bad, yeah, I have those with me. Some rechargeable CR123s, because that flashlight runs on CR123s. So does the one that I keep on my belt. My weapon lights do. So CR123s are great to have around. This right here is a bit kit. I used to have the driver for it in here. I don't know where I put it, so I got to find that and put it back. More duct tape. I'm probably going to take one of these out of here because I can use it in a different kit. Writing utensils, self-explanatory. Again, Sharpies. Right here is a sewing kit. If you do not know how to sew, you should learn how to sew. This is a basic skill, and it will help you in the long run. I fixed more pairs of my own clothes and other things than I care to admit, because I either broke them doing something stupid, or they just wore out and I wasn't ready to give them up. Another chem light, because always have chem lights. Flashlight redundancy, had that the wrong way. This is a 4.7s, which 4.7s as a brand is no longer around. They've rebranded. They're still making lights, but they don't make this one anymore as far as I know. Good light. This was my first like tactical light, and I was happy with it for a long time. Scissors, because it allows me to maintain my knife edge longer, as well as be more precise when cutting certain things. So that's what these ones are for. And then these ones right here are actually barber's scissors. So they are for trimming my beard, or if I have someone with me and this is a long-term scenario and I need to cut my hair, or I get something in my hair, or they get something in their hair, whatever. It cuts hair really nicely, long story short. Earplugs, great for noisy environments, including if you're with a buddy that snores. And apparently, when I sleep in my hammock, I sound like a wild animal, so that'll help somebody out. And then this right here, napkins. Again, hygiene, great to have. All right, so thanks for tuning in. If y'all have any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to get back with y'all. Yeah, so I do these videos to just help people think and come up with some ideas for their own kits and their own lives. So I'm not expecting anybody to understand or to go with the way I do things, but just to help them get on their own path, because everybody's got their own path to being prepared. Hopefully here soon I'll be throwing up some more videos, but like I said, this one's going longer than I meant to. So thanks for sticking around. If you made it to the end of this 20-minute rambling session, y'all have a good one. Peace.